Hello guys, I'm Sean, and welcome to SG Animals. So today we're just taking a look at some of the recent upgrades. When I first built these enclosures, they were filled with plants and life. Although I hadn't taken plant care into account, and they ended up dying. Along with Charlie destroying the swimming section and flooding the enclosure also didn't help. But adding extra lights and soil I mixed myself, I reckon we'll have a better chance this time. As always, we've got a clean-up crew. Earthworms, giant orange wood lice and springtails added to the mix. They'll help keep it clean for us. I can't believe just how well it's all grown in. The grass is stunning, but in need of a trim. Female Chinese water dragons can lay infertile eggs, so we need to make sure there's some access to the soil. So we just finished up, and I think I know some critters that might enjoy this. But Charlie's isn't the only enclosure needing some TLC. The plants in with the geckos shared the same fate. Inadequate soil and lighting leaving an empty, dull viv lacking life and enrichment. Now the animals are in perfect health, that's always top priority. But the plant additions will help improve mental health and activity. I mean, it's half the fun of keeping animals. Building an environment that matches their needs. Bamboo matching the peacock gecko's natural habitat. All the while creating a project to build your own version of paradise within your own home. Naturally stemming from Madagascar, peacock day geckos spend their lives inhabiting forests, using their green coloration to blend in with the surrounding plants. So bamboo, cork bark and plenty of plants and climbing space provides the perfect environment. Being a somewhat territorial lizard, it's best to have a male and female pair. However, when young, they aren't the easiest to sex, and I've ended up with two females. Thankfully more peaceful than the males, and given enough space, the chance of them fighting is minimal. I would like to have a breeding pair, but since they've proven happy with each other's company, I don't intend to upset the balance. Dusted fruit flies help entice the morning geckos out. The flies are a great part of the diet, with the dusting increasing their nutritional value. Since they only come out at night, I often only see these guys a couple times a week. A fascinating species, as males are far and few between. Why? Well, they simply aren't needed. The females can lay viable eggs without the presence of a male, essentially creating a mini clone or version of themselves. So it's fair to say that all of my mourning geckos are female. A nocturnal species, often hiding out of sight. So for the first time, let's try night vision. But wait, you may remember our baby mourning gecko. Well, about that. Since the enclosure has many more hidey holes and coverage now, she'll be perfectly safe alongside the adults. But being the genius that I am, I forgot to press record, so I'm left with no footage of the release. So keep an eye out on future videos though, hopefully we'll spot her. But it seems the camera lens is scaring them. It probably looks like a big eye. The peacocks are much more relaxed about it. Sadly, the filter sprang a leak and waterlogged the soil, causing some grass to die off. But the addition of cress adds a nice touch. Charlie the Chinese water dragon, along with fire-bellied toads, is one of my favourite reptile species that dragged me into the hobby in the first place. The bright coloration, the adaptations to utilise both land and water. Incredible animals that will always hold the cold-blooded limelight for me. The natural background allows Charlie to climb with ease using her claws, running on the wall showing off her climbing abilities. But it seems the mourning geckos aren't alone being camera shy. Feeding the peacocks and bean weevils. Varied diets are best to ensure complete nutritional coverage. And releasing the beetles into the enclosure allows the geckos to hunt, providing enrichment and avoiding lazy, unhealthy lizards. I also offer waxworms as a once a month treat, picking the smallest one I can possibly find for these tiny lizards, and monitoring throughout feeding to make sure there's no complications. A great form of enrichment. Look at that proud face. Go on, Charlie, we can do this. It's okay, easy does it. There we... Oh. You may notice the darker skin tone in Charlie now. That's likely to help with camouflage. Sadly, from stress of the camera's presence, we're going to have to work on getting you used to that. All in all, I'm really pleased with the outcome of these enclosures. But it doesn't end here.